Hello everybody, Incon here with our GEB guide, and we are starting back here. We've got our rollout first on GEB. You use your rollout to roll through the back harpies into the red buff. This is going to give you the most damage and the best clear, given that GEB's clear is pretty average, but it will help you out just a little bit, which is nice. We're also going to be against Vaninu in lane, which will be quite the experience. And I believe we have an Awilix ADC, so what could possibly go wrong? You know what I'm saying? Nothing can possibly go wrong with the Awilix ADC. At least I've got a knockup. At least I've got a knockup. We started off here with Shell. Really no kill potential with GEB. Early game, right? So no reason to go for something like a Weakening Curse. For the most part, just wanting to keep us alive as much as I can. Shell's going to do a great job of that. Chances are they don't have a Weakening Curse themselves, so I also won't need a sprint. But we'll find out. They could, but chances are they don't. They do not. They have a meditation. Benny Q going ham, dude. What the? Speaking of shells needed already. Alrighty then. So there goes our shell, and there goes their meditation. That was probably a little bit aggressive from Benny Q there, but we saved his butt. We did get things. Charging our Wii, we're going to get right around. That's his beads down, which is not great. I also could not knock up Mr. Makey because of the passive of Terra, but that's okay. Our clear is actually not bad. Mr. Makey taking a lot of damage from my rollout combo, actually. Get out of here, Ven. Get out of here, Ven. Oh, Ven! That's what I'm talking about, dude. Give me GEB every single game. So all I did there was combine some CCs. He switched into his axe form, trying to roll out. Smash him up in the air. Hit him again with another knockback. And, you know, that's how you kill somebody early game with GEB. Also, I don't think Mr. Mickey kind of walked over to help him at all, so. Their back left harpy should be down, but me and Benny Q can actually gank the mid lane really hard right now. It's just a Hebo with no getaway skills, which means as long as I don't even have to actually hit him with my one, you know what I'm saying? Boom. Just like that. I didn't even want to waste accidentally hitting him away with my one, because then he could have gotten away. All I did was use it to get close to him, cancel out of it with a right click, and then just use my knockup. It's actually pretty smart to utilize that a lot on GEB. It is often smarter to just cancel out of your one, that way you don't knock away the enemy, so they live. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to help them. You do not want to help them. Now, if you hit it before, if you can hit it before you go into your CC immunity form, that means it's only going to slow them, not knock them back, which is honestly what you want most of the time. Unless you're facing towards your team, you know, you do a little roundabout. You don't really want to be using the knockback on GEB anyway.
Enemy ultimate down.
It's to be noted that just a little bit. Oh no! Just a little bit ago, GEB actually got a buff with his rollout. His rollout does 75% of the total damage at the very start. So it used to do 50%, and then it would slowly scale up. Now it starts at 75% and scales up, which means if you use your rollout right here, it does 75 damage compared to the 50 that it used to, which is actually a big deal. When you start getting to the later ranks, that's 300 damage instead of 200, which is definitely the difference in getting or not getting kills sometimes. So, the Willix head back. She's farming the red buff and the boars. I'll let him solo that. I'll solo the wave so I can get my butt out of here. I'm backing a little bit late this game. Not the biggest of deals, but I should have probably backed instead of doing that wave. And then I could have been at the mid-right harpies. But I'll still make it for the fire creeps, which spawn, give or take, around in the next 30 seconds or so. Your build is going to be getting Talaria boots.
Be careful, right.
Tank boots have been nerfed, which means you don't need them anymore. Whoa, I know we had a mana, but like, that's actually... I'm out of ulti. This Hunmax, knock him up. Shield for the punch. Yeah, that's going to be fine for us. Hebo's ulting away. This is a great start to this game. So you want to make sure that you're utilizing your rotations on GEB. GEB has the fastest rotation speed, basically, of any support except for, like, Athena. Because Athena obviously can just teleport.
Enemy missing.
He should be spawning any second if they're on a normal timer. Gonna wait here. I'm not missing any waves anyway. I think the fire creeps are super delayed. I might have to go to the mid lane here. I'm going to. Alright. They should have been spawning. Of course they spawned us. Just as I left. Because that's how we do. I know Hebo's ulti's down. Shield him. Reminder that GEB shield gives a CC removal, much like beads. So it's often better to wait until after the CC to use your shield than beforehand, right? That way, not only do they get the shield so they don't die, but they don't have to use beads or anything to get out of a root, a stun, whatever it is. Come around the back. Knock up Hebo and Hunbat. I'm going to keep playing aggressive on this. That's the Terra ult. That's already a win in my books. That's fine. Oh, wow. Rat's going really ham. I'm going to try to get to him and maybe give him a shell. Nope, he's fine. These creeps are freaking out over here. What the? Creeps, please. Creeps, please. I'm going to head over to Ven. Ven's actually getting... Oh, I wanted to slap that beautiful Ven booty, dude. I wanted to slap that Ven booty. So, keep in mind the fire creep is going to be spawning at 6:45 or so, give or take. They're every 2 minutes. As a support, those in mids are going to be your top priority for farm, okay? You want to be there every single time the mid spawn, every single time the fire creep spawn. Also, when the speed buff spawns, that's also good. Those are your priorities. Gonna move myself into a Vanguard, get myself a Sentry Ward. I often like getting the Vanguard right here. Without tank boots in the meta, you're a little bit squishy again. You have the extra money from Talaria. The Vanguard's gonna help you live through the early stages of the game. After that, I'm gonna move myself into Urchin. Once again, get myself even tankier. This build right now is what most people are running. A lot of supports are running this variation of the build, and almost everybody's picking up the Vanguard right now as well. Alright, those fire creeps are spawning. I'm going to roll through this. There's nobody actually here to clear that wave, so me rolling through it's kind of pointless, but regardless. Rawr! Get out of here, monkey. Alright, give me some fire creeps. I've got to clear them because the monkey's coming up trying to get them. Normally you'd want to wait for your team there, you know, split it with your solo laner or your jungler or something, but there was nobody there to help me. I can actually fight this monkey, so I'm not afraid of him at all. Throw down a Sentry Ward here at the top right. This is where most of our contention is going to be happening as we're fighting over these fire creeps, making sure we're fighting over the mid-harpies, etc. My team should be helping me with these mid creeps, should be helping me with the fire creeps. Just a bit of a misplay that did not, actually. Ooh, he doesn't have that much mana. If I don't knock him back, am I going to kill him? Ah. Speed buff is going to get him out. That's right. I might need to shell him. Nope, I'm good. Alright, at this point I got to get out. We're fine. Go to these back left harpies before I back. Make sure I'm maximizing my farm. And back it up. So with this build, you're going to be getting your Urchin probably a little bit later than Standard. Standard is around, give or take, 10 to 11 minutes. With this, hopefully you're looking at a 12-minute marker. You don't really want anything later than like 14. That's like as late as you want to be picking up Urchin. Because your team fight stage should start, give or take, around the 10-minute mark to 12-minute mark, depending on how aggressive your game is. Put a regular ward on the Gold Fury. I'm going to be in a lot of trouble here. Shield myself. Got my shell at the ready just in case. I don't need it. Fly by the mid lane, make sure I'm getting my XP. His ulti is actually probably out. That's fine. I missed the fire creep spawn. They might still be up. But I should have been there earlier. They are still up. Got a little bit lucky. Should have been there earlier to secure that, though. Ulti and knockup are up. I might be able to go look at this Hebo. Oh, my rollout ran out just as I came in on the HUD map. I would have been able to knock him into our group, which would have helped a lot. So, your typical combo on GEB, you're just going to be looking to knock somebody up either into a wall with your rollout or hit him with the slow aspect of it. If you can't do either of that, you're looking just to get close to them and then cancel it. And then you're going to use your ultimate. Try to wait a moment if you can before you do the knockup. You can utilize the most CC that way. So you want to ulti, maybe get an auto, then use your knockup, and that'll be the most effective way to do it. Then use his beats. That's a win. He's probably going to be in trouble with this Ratatasker. Nope, he looks like he's going to be fine. Close, though. At level 8, I like to save up a point. I'll have to save up a point I get, but it allows you to get your final point in your 2, as well as a point into your ultimate. Your ultimate, one of your main priorities. Not as important as it used to be. You could argue for getting your shield up before your ultimate because of the fact that it only increases the stun by 0.1, but it increases the damage by 5%, which actually ends up being quite a big deal if you hit it, especially on multiple targets. So I still like it. After you rank up your 2, you're going to rank up your shield. You only need 1 point in it at the start for that CC immunity that we were talking about. And then after the CC immunity, you start to utilize it for the actual shield itself, you know, once we start getting to this portion in the game where you start leveling it up. Second active this game, we're probably going to be looking at a Blink. Blink is still pretty important onto your Sylvanas and your GEBs, those characters that have that really strong ultimate but don't really have a way to just get into the fight. I don't actually want to use my ulti on her. I'd rather just save it for something else. Oh, there we go. I didn't think I was going to have to use it with everybody coming. We should do the Gold Fury. That's what we should do. Use all my abilities as fast as I can. Give myself a shield to tank it. I've got Shell up for a Phoebo if he comes. I don't even think he's going to try to contest this. We do have a lot more people than they do, so yeah, they're not going to. I can now finish my Urchin right here at the 12-minute mark. That's a fine timing for it. I'm going to grab this mid-wave and then go ahead and head back. Actually, these mid-harpies are up. I want to help my mid secure those first. That's a bigger priority than me finishing my Urchin. Only got one. Watch your butt. Tell them to get out of there. Go ahead and back up, get some wards. Urchin, ward, ward. Okay. By about this time in the game, you're going to want to start making sure you get a sentry ward on basically every back. It's still fine to go, get a regular ward to be putting them out, but you're going to want your sentry ward guaranteed, basically. You need to be getting that vision. Your priority sentry ward targets are going to be top left, top right, gold, and fire. So you have to kind of choose where the action is going to be happening and utilize those wards. You're also going to want to start getting deep wards out at this point. So you can look for jungle invade, you can look for playing aggressively, especially if you have a lead, which we do 4K. This way we'll know if they're at their red buff and we can look to play aggressive on them, blink over walls, etc. once I get my blink. Look to get in some easy damage. I've got to be careful here. They're going to be looking for my wrap. Yeah. I got CC'd with my wrap, which is why I couldn't help him there. I tried to get away from him. Trying to roll back out in the mid. Throw down a shield for my buddy. It's not going to be enough, but I am going to be able to get a huge 4-man ult. Here took those guys out of my knockback, but that's going to be fine. We should fight this. Throwing down the shell now to finish up this team fight. And that's going to be a huge win for us, actually. We should probably just shove the mid lane, but then we're going to get right. Vamana is here. Not afraid of Vamana, but actually we can go attack right lane really easy. He's going to try to jump over the wall. Hello, Ben! You're a predictable Nancy, aren't you? Oh, but tier missed. Woo! But Awelix did not miss. Yeah. Unfortunately, they got the right tower off of that. Rat didn't go defend mid, which he should have, which means we're also going to actually lose the mid tower, which sucks. There was no reason for him to basically come right like me out of under control. Mana uses heavenly, which is nice. But really should have just gotten to defend the mid lane. Lost an extra 500 gold there that we did not need to lose. So at this point in the game, your build's going to start to get a little bit more situational. Look at their team comp, decide what you need. They've got quite a bit of healing on this team, plus quite a bit of magical damage because they have a Hebo. They also have quite a bit of physical damage and quite a bit of attack speed. I'm deciding right now that the physical damage is going to be more detrimental to our team. So I'm going to start moving into a Witchblade. Witchblade is an extremely strong item right now. Really, really strong. That minus attack speed and minus physical power really hurts the ADC. Plus, almost all junglers and solo laners are going to be physical damages. Quite a bit of them are based off of attack speed, such as Vamana. He's going to be really affected by this when he's not in his ultimate form.
Chase the enemy.
Alright, I've got my blink up. Blink shield if I can. No! Rat, you stole the shield! You little shield stealing rat, dude! Alright, I'm just gonna use my ulti on this Hebo and knock him out just so we can get this Hebo. Oh, wow. We're missing a lot of ability. Oh, they surrendered already. Well, that's how you play GEB. I would have gotten myself a Witchblade and finished it up with a Pestilence right after that, guys. After that, it would have been completely situational on the build. Probably like a Spirit Rogue, something to get myself tankier. But that's the plan with GEB. You're looking to blink in once you get it online, hit those ults, shield your Vulcan, even though Rat's going to steal it anyway. Keep your team alive, rotate around, make sure you're spawning on top of those fire camps and those mid camps for when you're ready, and get your wards out aggressively as soon as you get a lead. I hope you guys learned here something today about GEB. Last little note, if you attack with GEB and then immediately shield, it refreshes your auto attack timer faster than it normally takes. Hope you guys learned something today. If you did, please subscribe to the Twitchiest YouTube channel. And as always, have a twitching day, y'all. It's the final countdown. Ba-da-ba-boo. Ba-da-ba-ba-boo. Ba-da-ba-boo. The final countdown.